Divine day, divine one, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're going to touch the bell to get started for your good fortune and overall well being. So let's see first what the frequency is going on. Welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I do what I do because I absolutely love and adore my brothers and sisters of humanity. This is a Taurus energy reading. So if you have Taurus as your sun sign, this is definitely your reading. If you're interested in a Taurus, this is your reading. If you have Taurus as a different birth chart, this is your reading. And if you just love watching all my readings because you know there's always something helpful in it, welcome back. It's so good to have you. Thank you for the growth on the channel. And thank you for all your love donations, choosing me for your personal consultations, all the well wishes, all those things. All right. What the frequency is going on here? Third time's a charm. Okay. So we have third time's a charm energy on the table in this Taurus reading. So this is the third. Okay. Let's see what we have from the words of clarity. For this Taurus energy, please and thank you. Words of clarity. What is the overall energy here for this Taurus energy reading? This reading is timeless, but you should be bringing your intuition whenever you find it. It's when it's designed for you. Your intuition will clue you into your personal details. It will make your heartstrings sing. Okay, ain't no more depression here. Depressing is in reverse. Ain't no more depression here. Spirituality is in reverse. Your spirituality healed any issues with depression. Okay, and there's no more limiting your spirituality. I heard there's no more holding it off. There's no more blocking off your spirituality. You're gonna let that spirituality flow full speed ahead. I heard full speed ahead. So let's go into my sacred objects and see what do we have in this Taurus energy, please, and thank you. All right. So, honey, you are protected, and there's something here about because this is the blue tiger's eye stone. So there's something here about because it's anything that lands up here in this little white strip to me speaks to me about in the spirit realm. So there's something here about the way you speaking is connected. So you're connecting deeply to the spirit realm by how you're speaking. It is part of your protection. In other words, you're very wise with the use of the words coming out of your mouth. Yeah, I see a gift being brought to you. You have sun card energy, you have world card energy, and moon card energy. Okay. And you have Gemini energy here on the table. Also, you know, you understand that life is a bit of a game, and you're a player in the game. You're not a non-player character. You're fully active. You're all the way up in this game. Let's see what runes are coming out in this Taurus energy. I have 3 sets of runes in here. They speak to me very specifically. Let's see what we have in this Taurus energy. Whew. All right. A lot of stuff landing up in the spirit world up there. Okay, but let's go back here first. Back here you have Fehu. So this is talking about you made moves, you made decisions, you began to truly go towards building your life up, bringing in wealth, bringing in resources, bringing in things that would be beneficial for you. You knew that although certain things were not flourishing at a time, that it would come. You knew that it would come. You also understood, I'm hearing that there's a season to plant and a season to grow and a season to harvest, right? And a season to rest. So there's something here about wisdom of allowing things to flourish, okay? And I do see that you applied literal spiritual tactics and techniques to bring you out of not feeling so freaking good. That's what I see, okay? What else we have notice here, which talks about, you know, you could have avoided, but you didn't. You went straight for the lessons. You ran headfirst into the lessons. You were like, what can I learn from this? What can this teach me? Okay. And then up here, you have algaes, which is like you trusted in your spiritual protection. You trusted in your spiritual protection. And then with the algaes, we have ingus. And spirit was like, absolutely, you have plenty of that. Also, it's like spirit was there with that ingus confirming that you have spiritual wealth, a spiritual wealth that is, I'm hearing, enormous. Now, what's interesting here too is that you had Fehu back here and you had Answers back here. Well, that Answers is showing up here from the quartz crystal runes, which is divine offering, right? And it's right here sitting practically on top of the world card energy from the charm. And so what is that telling me is that, your wisdom is being rewarded. Your wisdom is being rewarded, and there's a leveling up happening. There's a coming full circle. There's a coming to fruition. Yeah. And then what is this one here? From the Goldstone runes, it is speaking of external parties, you have Pertho. So what's interesting with that is like protection. So this is protection. So there's somebody who recently come around who is a very protective of you. They're a protective element. And the way spirit's showing to me is like just their presence around. They might not literally like carry it. They're not your bodyguard, babe. They're not carrying a pistol with the silencer, and you know what I'm saying? They ain't got the black suit and the black jacket. But there's something about this person's energy that is protecting you. This is a person who's very kind towards you, and I see that more will open up with them in the future as you move forward. You never know what else is going to open up there, but this person's energy around you is very protective of you. This is somebody who would not do anything to hurt you and would not allow any harm to come your way anywhere where they have um physical ability to get in the way of that, whether it's by the words or by the actions. This person will take those words and those actions and will be in your favor. That's beautiful. Why is this happening? Because you have Tiwas up here in the spirit realm, which is talking about the fact that you stepped into your spiritual authority. You have used your spiritual sword of your voice, of your truth, of your words. And that is something that you're doing, right? It's like maybe you're like me and you're touched by pronoia and you say, I'm always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I stand in my skin. And this is showing up as truth in your life. And then there's people that show up with evidence of that. Okay. What do we have here now? Okay, we have Dagas. So spirit is saying, as you're in this protected energy, as the right co-creative components are recognized by you once they've been revealed to you. They're saying it marks the dawn of a new day. The new day shows up for you. Now there's this period here where with the moon card here where things you didn't know are revealed. And I do see that that could be totally connected to as far as who is this external person that comes in with the protective loving energy over you. But the other thing about this is it's like this is during a period where you're at your strongest because you have Urus here, which speaks about your strength. So it speaks about you going for what you want. It speaks about you putting your energy into the things, even though you don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. This is what you've been doing. Yeah, at the time when all this shows up. Now here we have this other person's energy showing up. The one that comes in with protection, they also come in with assets. They come in with resources. They come out with the things that they have, and it somehow is contributing to your energy. And then we have this Gemini energy here. So you'll know exactly if you have another person who's a Gemini. A lot of times when these zodiac sign charms come out, they do reference other people in the readings. Okay. And then we have one final gold stone. You see me slide it onto the screen because it was a little bit further off. Let me see what we have here with the gold stone. Oh, you have Rido. You have Rido. So what you're gonna find is I do sense intuitively that all the gold stone runes are talking about the same individual that comes in as a protection for you. What you're gonna find is this person, they will be journeying with you for a while. So people come into our life for a lesson and a blessing and a reason and a season. Well, this person, part of their season is going to be a journeying season. So it's like travel companions. They're not the person that you pass at the pit stop. They're not the person that you pass at the gas station. This is the person who's riding in the car with you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So there's somebody riding in the car with you. Okay, let's see what we have from my tarot dice in this Taurus energy. What else do we have for this Taurus energy? Most important messages for Taurus, please, and thank you. All right, so Taurus, you have over here, right up next to your title card here, you have the High Priestess energy on the red side. So the High Priestess energy is on the red side, talking about um, Pentacles energy. So it's talking about in the physical realm. It's saying to me, you knew things about the physical realm, and you knew exactly what to keep quiet. Okay, what to share. So this is like you have certain resources, certain talents, certain abilities, certain assets. You didn't necessarily talk about it, as well as you knew what was coming for you. You knew that certain things were going to happen in your physical life. I heard you made predictions. You'll find that they were right. There are times of charm. I feel like there's been three very significant things that have happened that you predicted, and what happened when that third one hit was it gave you, I'm hearing a deeper level of confidence. You were like, oh my God, the things that I self prophesy come to reality. And you're absolutely right. Now, one thing I'm loving about your reading here is you have the Major Arcana 13 dice over here. And mind you, the tarot dice are all Major Arcanas. That's all it's needed because I've got all the energy. So we got Earth energy there with the 13. So that lets you know in your physical life, past energy, it's on that side of the table. There was a huge transformation. So something major changed in your physical life, okay, where somebody left your life, a routine was flipped on its head and stopped. Okay, so somebody moved, somebody changed careers, somebody became an empty nester, somebody became, the head of a household, somebody left a relationship, somebody started a relationship. Major change in the lifestyle, in the physical realm. Okay, I also see major changes coming in as well for you financially. You have the Emperor energy here on the green side energy, giving me the energy of the cups of water. And so, what is this saying to me? You have expanded, your heart chakra has expanded, your heart chakra has grown, your ability and capacity for love is expanded and grown. I see that as you put yourself, it's like you expanded your ability. Thank you, to reach others in the loving energy, and that's right before this protective energy shows up. Interesting. Okay. Also, you have the Chariot energy over here on the black side, which speaks to me about shadow energy. So you've been very strategic in how you move forward. So other people, they aren't always going to agree with it when you do that. That's okay. That's their problem. Your problem is, are you doing what's best for you? So that's giving me very much a yin yang energy. The yin yang half has half black, half white. But in the black half, there's that spot of white. And in the white half, there's that spot of black. So what that means is you can use your light traits in a dark way, and you could use your dark traits in a light way. And that's the energy I get here. You could have had to do something cutthroat in order to exercise your light, to help you overcome the challenges and the obstacles. You had to do something that was difficult or cutthroat to help you get through some situation that unfolded. Okay. And for some of you, I just picked up on the energy of there's an external situation in which somebody trying to take advantage of you, put you in an unbeneficial position, and you had to really step up. I heard you had to use your your words in a colorful way. I heard, and your ways in a colorful day. So there's something about that energy. The way I just said it was important. But there's something about you have to use your words in a colorful way to help you overcome this stuff to bring in the new day. Okay, I dropped the letters on the table. You have the letter N, you have two letter H's, two letter N's, and a letter Y. You have the letter G over here, and you have a heart. So there is somebody here in the spirit realm. This person in the spirit realm is um, giving you wisdom to see this protective energy person that's coming into you. This person is coming in as a protection for you. They could be coming in with lots of love. Okay. I heard happiness and heartiness. So there's something here about happiness and being from the heart. Okay. And also hardiness, talking about a good home cooked meal. Comfort food is coming through. Uh-huh. We have the letter Y here. So happy, young. I'm seeing the word young. Um, two N's, two H's, a Y, and a G. Okay, the G is down here. And then we have that Gemini energy there. So let's get into your tarot cards. The letters could be speaking to you. And everything here is speaking to you and telling you about a situation that's happening, that has happened, or that is unfolding. All of you are at a different place in the timeline, and that's just fine. Let's see what we have from the tarot, where it lays is where it speaks. What other messages can you give? Most important messages to Taurus, please, and thank you. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Yeah, everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Yeah, everything is always working out for me. All right, that's it. I don't know when, but like somewhere during the series of recording these readings, I just started singing my song. Queen of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy at the foundation. But this is also about you using your magical abilities, your magical powers. Let me see what fell to the floor. One card fell to the floor. And it's the death card. So you could totally right now be in all up in this transformation energy. You had the death card over there. They want me to put it next to it because they kind of go together in this. So transformation is happening, major transition. Because it fell to the floor, you either just come through it or there's something about it being right at your feet. Okay, so right at your feet. You could have just put it down. You could be stepping into it, stepping over it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with that. The cards that are showing their face already is something you really know. Ten of Cups, a happy connection. Two of Wands, about a choice made in the past. Four of Pentacles, about opening up your heart. And why do you open up your heart? Because of self-love. Ace of Cups. What's this over here you have? The Page of Wands. Good news. You didn't know that. So, Four of Cups. I don't know if I can have it. Okay, hold on. And the Star. So there was a situation that happened here. And somebody had, oh, okay, so I got two things. So first message that I got was there's a situation here, what you didn't know was it was a destined meeting that had already happened. I do feel that's with this protective person. What you didn't know, what this person was like, oh my God, that's such good news. That person is good news in my life. I love having this person in my life, but there's something I got to take care of first. Okay, cool. The other thing I just saw was there was an Aquarius person. This person was sizing up the opportunity with you, and then they were like, nah, they let it go. But that was okay. It was all meant to be, all turned into, and it's interesting because this Emperor energy, it all turns into what is being now, which is your having it all, happy ending, happy family, 10 of Cups energy. This is happy connections with other people. You ain't by yourself and your happiness no more, baby. You got folks around you and they're happy too. Everybody's all up in this love energy. The love energies are real up in here. Let me see what this one is. The Three of Swords. Interesting. This is the heartbreak card. This is the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free. So this love is real. I can tell you that right now. Anywhere where you have love going on, whether it's romantic, familial, or friendship, it's real. You know how I know? Because it's gonna break your heart one day. They said, accept that now. One day, somewhere in the future, because remember, this person journeys with you and it's lining up perfectly with the Rido rune. What I'm hearing is, yeah, eventually, yes, this is going to break your heart. And you know what? That'll be okay. And this is why it's going to be okay. Because, honey, if it don't break your heart, the love was never really flowing. This is a situation where the love is really flowing. At some point, it's going to break your heart. So enjoy the journey because it's never about the broken heart. If the love is real, there's always going to be a broken heart attached to it. That's just how things work on earth. Sorry, not sorry. This is how it works, right? So it's like accepting that fact that eventually this is going to break my heart. So I'm going to make the best of every day, because I don't know when that day is going to come when it breaks my heart. It may break my heart voluntarily or involuntarily. It may break my heart because of what I do or because of what they do. It doesn't matter. One day, if the love is real, you live on earth, somebody gonna end up with a broken heart. We're gonna accept that because it's worth it along the way. Why? Because that Ace of Cups is all up in there. This is about allowing yourself to have the experience anyways. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay for you to love. It's okay for you to be loved. It's okay for that love to run its full cycle. This is what happens. So I'm also picking up on an energy here in the past. You had two different individuals come in and you're like, no, I'm not even doing that. In other words, at the same time as, yes, that broken heart is going to happen and it's worth it, I'll take it. That's just it. You got to make sure it's worth it before you take it. Don't just give your broken hearts away, you know what I'm saying? Accept the broken heart for some stuff that ain't even worth the journey. You know what I'm saying? Or some stuff that gives you a miserable journey. And this is, the journey is going to be worth it. The time we have is worth it. What I'm experiencing now is worth it. I like for this to continue. I know one day it ends in a broken heart, one way or another, whether it's because the life ends or the relationship ends, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, it's worth all this connection that I'm feeling. It's worth me allowing myself to receive the love that I deserve. It's worth the joy. It's worth the sharing. It's worth the open heart. It's worth the new experiences. It's worth what I have now. And this is something that I wanted. Everybody else that showed up for it, it wasn't working. It was not worth it. And that's okay. Every no led to the yes. All those no's compiled in the universe saying, don't send her that no more. Don't send him that no more. They ain't going to accept that. So they kept sending something different. Now they send something you can accept. You accept it in love. The choice is already made. The heart is already open. This feels like an act of self love, allowing this person to be in your energy, in your space, and in your grace. And you know what? It might break your heart one day, but it's going to be worth it. This is what I have for you in this Taurus energy. I'm so thankful and grateful that you've done all the YouTube things that support the growth on this channel and get this message out. Until next time, look below the video for more information on what I have on offer and how you can contribute. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.